Welcome to the third episode of the Chat Shack.
Yep.
I am Ben.
I'm Jack.
And today we are going to be talking about our favourite films. So, Jack, what's your favourite film?
Top 3 films.
Top 3.
Quickly.
Okay.
Number 1, we got ranked as Avengers.
Okay.
Number 2 is The Hunger Games, Catching Fire, not the first one, the second one. And number 3, The Fast and Furious 6.
Fast and Furious 6.
What are your
That's a
top
good
3
one.
films, Ben?
Okay, this was difficult for me, but my top film would have to be The Dark Knight.
Yep.
My second favourite film would be Warrior. And my third favourite film is probably going to be 500 Days of Summer.
Yeah, that's a good
I
film.
was not expecting that to be in there, but I watched it again this week and I was like, yes, it has to be in there somewhere. So, shall I go first?
Yep, you go first. With,
Shall I do all three of them now?
Yep.
Okay, I'll
Blast
do all three
it.
of them now. I'll blast it through it. Okay, so The Dark Knight, the second Batman film by Christopher Nolan, definitely probably the best film I have ever seen, because the Joker in that film, I don't think I've ever seen anyone act quite like that. That was probably the best acting performance I've ever seen on anything. But the way, I think the crazy side to the Joker's character kind of got in Heath Ledger's head a bit.
Yeah.
I think it got into his head too much because I think this is right. Michael Caine, Alfred, in one of the scenes, it was like the first take of a scene, and he was so shocked that by Heath Ledger's performance that he forgot his lines.
Really?
He forgot
Michael
his lines
Caine?
because he was so scared. He was like put off by how insane the Joker was.
Yeah.
That
He got into the role extremely well.
yeah, he was definitely in that role pretty well. But the whole film is awesome. I'm a huge Batman fan. I don't know if you can see, there's a Batman symbol in the background there somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Batman fan. I love Batman. Batman is my favourite superhero of all time. I just think he's awesome. He's not really a superhero. He doesn't really have any superpowers. He just has the money to buy super stuff, really. I just think, the whole film...
What business does he own?
Wayne Enterprises, something like that. He's a billionaire because his parents were like rich or something, and I just love that. I love the fact that he uses his like money to fight crime. I wish I was Batman. If I had loads of money,
I think a lot of people want to be Batman.
yeah, I would dress up as a bat and run around punching people. That's what I would.
Bad people, not just random people.
Not just random people on the street. But the whole film is awesome. I think the way it's shot, the dark, realistic kind of way he did it, made Batman like really kind of made Batman movies famous again, because I mean we've had some pretty bad Batman movies in the past, like George Clooney as Batman. No offense to George Clooney, but
He's a good actor, but not
it wasn't
as Batman.
good. It was not a good Batman film. Other Batman films like Batman Forever is probably the worst one. The one with George Clooney, George Clooney. That kind of made Batman films a joke. And then Christopher Nolan brought them back with a realistic twist, and I think it's awesome.
It was the directing as well.
He made it. He made it his own kind of film and his own style, and it works.
Christopher Nolan, wasn't it?
Yeah, Christopher Nolan.
One of your favourite directors.
He's probably my favourite director. And Christian Bale as Batman, I think he's awesome. I think he's a really good Batman because he's quite... I like the way he acts as Bruce Wayne, and then he changes to act as Batman. I just think he's a good actor in that way. And obviously Heath Ledger won the Oscar for his role as the Joker, which I think is well deserved. But anyway, my second favourite film was Warrior, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was Warrior. That is about two brothers fighting. They basically, a few years ago, these two brothers fell out, and the film begins with these two brothers basically they're training for a MMA tournament, and there's like $5 million in it or something like that, something ridiculous like that. And basically, they're training to fight in the MMA to win all this money, both for different reasons. And the dad is there, and he's training one of the actors, Tom Hardy, who's awesome. And the other brother is Joel Edgerton, and obviously the dad is Nick Nolte. And I think this film should have won at least, should have won a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I think Nick Nolte should have won for I think it was Best Supporting Actor. I think Tom Hardy should have been up for something for that film because
Tom Hardy plays part amazingly.
He was awesome in that film, and the whole film is just so. It's the way it's done. Like if you have like a best friend or a brother, you'd understand. This film would get to you because it's basically about how a bond like can't be broken no matter what happens. Blah blah blah, stuff like that. I'm not going to go into it too much, but if you haven't seen it, go and watch it because I'm gonna actually. Dark Knight, I'm going to rate that a 9.8 out of 10. That's pretty high.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Warrior, 9.5 out of 10, so it's a pretty close second. And my third favourite film, 500 Days of Summer, is probably the best. I'm going to call it a romantic film. It's not a romantic film, but it's kind of the genre. Yeah. It's the best rom-com kind of thing I've ever seen. I mean, it's so realistic. It's a lot of these films kind of make the guys seem bad.
Yeah, this film changed the...
It kind of swaps it around. It makes the girls kind of seem not bad, but it kind of shows it from the guy's perspective instead of the girl's perspective, which I think was a really good twist. I don't think many girls... I don't think many girls will like this film. No. But a lot of guys who have been... guys who have been broken up with girls or had difficult relationship with girls would love this film.
Yeah.
What did you think of it when you saw this film? Because I remember we saw it together.
Yeah, I thought it was a very good film.
It's good. It's a realistic adaptation on boys and girls relationships and how two different personalities
clash.
Isn't a good thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll hand it over to Jack.
So my number one was Avengers Assemble. I thought it was a brilliant film, getting Iron Man, played by Robert Downey Jr. Because he's an amazing actor. If you've seen the Iron Man, you'll understand that he plays his part well as the super millionaire, billionaire, the man in charge of Stark's industry.
He's kind of like the Batman of Marvel comics.
He is.
Because he's got so much money.
And he does it for good. He makes his suit and then...
Yep.
Yeah, just him amazing. Thor, also the Thor film, plays his part amazing.
He's not a billionaire, he's just a god.
No, he's a god. He's actually a god with a hammer and he's crazy. Then you've got Hulk, which he's not rich. He's a scientist and an experiment where he turned bigger and green. Everyone knows about the Hulk.
And
he's got super strength. Yeah, the strongest thing in Avengers Assemble, in all of the Marvel things, are the Hulk shorts.
I don't know how
every single film. Yep. His shirt gets ripped off, but his shorts, they expand.
Yes.
Like the hammer can go around smashing up stuff, but them shorts, they're incredible.
I don't think
super strong.
I think in real life, if there was a guy who, if the Hulk was real, he would definitely be naked when he changed. He would definitely be some big green naked guy. Because I don't think them shorts can withstand the amount of muscle he has on his legs.
Anyway, so there's the Hulk.
I think they should have added that in the film.
Yeah,
the
Hulk, Thor, Iron Man.
Yep.
There's Captain America.
Yes.
Here's an experiment which went well with Iron Man's dad. Yeah. Can't think of his name.
If you've seen Captain America,
you'll see him. There's him in it. There's the Black Widow, played by Scarlett Johansson.
I think the two worst characters in this film.
Scarlett Johansson's role, Black Widow, and Hawkeye. They're not really massive parts. Scarlett Johansson's in it because you see her in leather and it's all tight, and she's
there for the guys.
Got a very nice body.
And
Hawkeye is just amazing with his bow, but he hasn't got much screenplay. 13 minutes, I think it is.
It's not a lot. Yeah. It's pretty bad.
But anyway, that's my number one film because the amount of action in it is just outstanding. It's action, it's comedy, and I just like all the characters. So all of them put into one, so it's like some massive superhero film. I just think that's brilliant. That's my number one. I'm not going to go on for ages talking about like Ben does with The Dark Knight because he's in love with that film.
Such a good film.
I would rate The Avengers. I'm going to leave it for you to watch and rate it yourself. Put that down in the comments below. Also put your favourite film. And if you want us to talk about your favourite film and watch it, then let us know and we shall do that.
We will.
But yeah, I'd rate Avengers about a 9.1. I think a 9.1 sounds fair.
That's good.
Or maybe a 9.
I think maybe I was a bit too generous with the 9.8. But I do love that.
It's a very good film.
I'll leave my 9.8 rating.
Yeah,
that's good.
So number 2 is The Hunger Games Catching Fire. It's the second one in the series. It's not out on DVD in the UK yet.
No, it's not.
So I'm looking forward for when it does. But I saw that in the cinema when it came out to begin with. and I thought it was very good. I'm not
Yes.
going to say anything about it because you need to watch it. You may be laughing at me thinking, oh, it's a girl's film. There is more action in that than you would think. If you're a guy, go and watch it. I'm not even joking.
know.
Get it on DVD and watch it. There's a lot of action, man.
I
It's
didn't
awesome.
know that it was
It's so
perceived
clever.
as a girl's film.
The ending of it is so good as well.
Is it?
The first one, meh, I'd give that about a 6 or 7. But number 2, I'd give that an 8.5.
Wow, that's
Straight up
good.
there.
That's a high score.
Yeah, that is. And then, I'm not talking a lot about my films, really, am I?
I spent quite a long time.
Yeah,
talking about
I
my
leave
films.
that to Ben. Ben loves this. I
What was
love
your
my
third-
films.
what was your third
but
favourite film?
I'm not. I want you to watch them and tell me what you think
Was
of
it
them.
Fast and Furious 6?
Yep, and my
Fast and Furious
third film,
6.
Fast and Furious 6. One bad thing about this film is like a 500-mile runway at the end.
I would like to
that
know where
ruined
that
it.
runway is. because
Yeah,
it's
I would
a
love to
big
drive a
runway.
car down that runway.
Yes.
See how fast I can go. It goes on for ages, so you don't need to worry.
Probably the most ridiculous scene
In any film.
But yeah, it's fun. It's a
But
good film.
It is a good film. The amount of action in it, also the cars, like we guys, so we love cars, the modded up cars and whatnot.
It's one of them films where it's not going to win any awards, but it's a film that when
I
you
would
put on,
quite happily sit and watch
you have
it.
a good time.
Yeah,
It's a good time.
And you get into it. You're like, yeah, go on.
Yeah, cars.
Like robbing banks and stuff, and how they
Yeah.
do it. It's really good, really good.
They don't get good reviews, but they're good films. I think they're fun. They're good.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's the end of our show. We just want to say rest in peace to both
Heath
the
Ledger.
actors, Keith Ledger and
Heath Ledger.
Heath
There you
Ledger.
go.
Sorry, Blah. Heath Ledger
Paul
and
Walker.
Paul Walker. Rest in
Yeah.
peace.
was
Both played
bad.
their parts amazingly. A big shock to everyone. Just after The Dark Knight
Yeah.
came out,
Literally,
Heath
as it was
Ledger
coming out, yeah.
passes away,
And Paul Walker.
and Paul
while they're
Walker just
filming-
after.
While
Yeah,
they're filming Fast and Furious 7.
yeah, Fast and Furious 7. So
It's tragic. It's because they're both really good actors.
Yeah.
They were really good actors.
it's not fair,
no,
life.
it's not.
But rest in peace to both them actors.
Yes.
They'll be remembered for a very long time because
Through
they
their
are
films.
brilliant actors. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
But thank you for watching our third episode of the Chat Shack. We think it's going well.
Yep.
I'm
I'm enjoying it.
I think it's fun. Next week we will be talking about our favourite TV shows.
Favorite TV show next
Favourite
week.
TV shows. It's going to be a long.
So hopefully you tune in. Thank you to our subscribers and everyone who watches. If
Yeah.
you're also commenting,
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for commenting and interacting with us on YouTube. It means a lot.
We
because,
want this to be a joint channel between the viewers and us.
Yeah, we want you to. Yeah,
Be
we
part
want,
of it.
We want you to make this a part of your weekend. You know, watch our channel and hopefully you enjoy it.
Yep. So that's the third show of the Chat Shack.
The Chat Shack.